歡迎嚟臨出席第一屆澳門國際兒童藝術節音樂營開學禮。
I've always wanted to find a place for my orchestra in London, the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. I thought it would be nice to have a sort of residency somewhere in Hong Kong or Macau. I've been having this idea for many years. And so this summer we decided to try in Macau. The first step in this idea, I came up with the idea to do only strings, to gather the talented young people to come for the camp. I brought 4 members of my orchestra to come to lead the orchestra and to give lessons and master classes. I like this idea because as I'm getting older, to give back to some younger people some of my knowledge and some of my experience. And it just makes me so happy to be around young people playing music. I'm sure the kids will have many great memories meeting each other and also meeting the orchestra members who have been mentoring them, and I hope they come away with a really positive experience.
我本来又很喜欢月下贝尔嘛，我是从7岁开始听了他的一场音乐会，所以非常喜欢月下贝尔加澳门乐团，这是一个我非常喜欢的一个组合。
This is really fun and interesting where you can know more about other people. I'm really excited for the master class.
我有啲緊張，因為我驚之後啲排練都會好緊湊，亦都會好嚴格。
Because we only have strings, so I chose 3 of the most popular and beautiful pieces. Vivaldi's 4 Seasons, which is very popular. What is a great orchestral piece that we can play together that's only strings? And Tchaikovsky is one of the great ones, the Serenade.
It's been a real challenge, especially the Tchaikovsky's technically and physically demanding piece. It is an extremely subtle and fluid piece. It requires a lot of flexibility, and they have absolutely stepped up to it. It has been great.
But then after we came up with that program, I thought, why not add Bach? Bach, the greatest composer of all. So we have 3 different very talented kids playing this second violin part with me for each movement. So I think it was a really neat. I'm very proud of this idea.
Well, initially too difficult, but they are of course masterpieces, and actually it's turning out amazing because we've had help from the local tutors from the Macau Symphony, and they have been incredible, and the progress has been enormous.
It's got everything. It's got very sad, slow music. It's got a very charming dance in the middle, and it's got this very fiery, fast ending. It's technically very, very challenging, both on an individual level to play the notes, but also to play with everybody else. So I think that was a really good choice because it teaches them so many different skills.
But what was really remarkable to me is that from the beginning I saw there was a lot of talent, but still many gaps, holes in their education still of music on the highest level. And so what amazes me is how quickly they adapted and understood the concepts that I was talking about, and they've now incorporated them in their music making in a way that much exceeded my expectation. I was most impressed with the quick learning that all of the soloists and the orchestra.
And all the lessons, we're giving also individual lessons. The constant is that they're unbelievably quick. But if you tell them one thing, they apply it to other things. So
they are like sponges. They just absorb everything that you say. The lessons that we've had, the private lessons, the one-on-one lessons, for me has been such a joy because irrespective of language barriers, that's one of the things that I love so much about music, because music is a universal language.
Well, it would be interesting if we'd have filmed the first run through of the first few minutes. Some could really play their parts, some less so, and just how everyone was concentrated like this, and it was quite chaotic. But now with Josh, he can take some time, he can make rubato, and everyone is somehow following him, following their section, really listening. It's reacting very quickly to changes in tempo and really following together.
I love the students. I find the students incredibly enthusiastic and really keen to learn. Both in the rehearsals, things have improved exponentially day on day. In a one-to-one lesson or even in a masterclass, you have to learn it while you're doing it, and by making mistakes and understanding, oh, that didn't work, so I'll try this, or I came in early, so I'll watch the second violins, or I'll listen to people sitting beside me, all of which is a new skill, I think, for a lot of them.
我其實好鍾意同老師嘅1對1嘅授課。 即係我不斷觀察佢拉琴嘅 posture 同埋好多佢同我講嘅一啲拉琴嘅細節同埋練習方法，的而且確係對我有所啟發。
The first days they were obviously nervous and a bit tense, but very quickly they lost their shyness. They've been talking with us, they have been playing their expression with their instruments and their music making, and has just been incredible change. They are engaged, they are full of energy and curiosity. I think that's the key thing, is that they are full of curiosity, which I absolutely love.
Harvey 老师给我上课的那一次会让我觉得就是很难忘。首先，因为他们就是经常会在乐团里面这样去各种地方去演出啊，所以他们会有很丰富的经验。他们回答问题的时候，会让我觉得原来就是职业的音乐家，然后他们应该是一个怎样的状态。
我能感受到他们对音乐的热情，对团队合作这点要求非常的严谨。他们都是非常有能量的人，我觉得。然后他们的音乐很能鼓励人，然后给人带来很多乐趣。
And the other day we all went out for a meal together and went sightseeing, did a cultural tour. And that broke the ice. So all of them now coming up and chatting, it's great.
So we would go out on the streets and listen to pop-up performance, which were really good.
其实我挺喜欢那个快闪活动的。我们其实只练习了很短的一段时间，然后马上就去到街上，去到永利皇宫那边去演出，然后我们可以看到那些行人在那里围观我们表演，我觉得这是很棒的体验。
少少緊張，因為第一次拉咁長嘅歌。
I feel very nervous, but I'm also quite excited to play with a world-class violinist.
很 excited， 因為可以跟周沙貝一起拉，加油
！Good show！Good show！
今晚咧，各位咧就可以欣賞到呢個音樂營嘅成果啦。
It's a wonderful opportunity for young players to have the chance to play with Joshua Bell, which not many young people of that age can say they've done.
我觉得他拉的是真的非常好，特別是那個維瓦爾第的《冬》的第二樂章，我覺得他拉出了仿佛身臨其境地看見了那個下雪的場景。
佢喺演奏 Tchaikovsky 嘅時候，即係我睇到佢嘅心有幾想 lead 住呢班人去做好一個音樂去，我覺得係 impress 到佢。
That is the most wonderful thing about it, is that they feel that they are part of a huge group, all with one singular reason, and that is the music.
I think they will remember this camp actually. The most important, I think, is socially. They're meeting other kids doing the same thing. They will interact, hopefully they might even make lifelong friends.
Yeah, I made a lot of friends here.
Actually, some of my greatest experiences as a child were at music camps. I went when I was 11 years old for the first time. In fact, one of the members of the academy that I'm playing with, sitting the principal second, I went to summer camp with him 44 years ago, and now we're here with this camp. When you work with everyone else, you are inspired by all the other people going through the same experience. So you come away with friends for life. After camp, you feel like a little bit of a different person after camp because of the experience. And I'm really bravo to the people in Macau, the government, and all the parents and the people that believed in the idea. They really did a wonderful thing for the children. I hope that this will continue in future years, maybe expand and build on the idea.
好多謝啊，你哋俾我嘅機會入呢個音樂營啦，真係獲益良多。
然後謝謝這些老師，他們都特別細心。我覺得這次的經歷就是讓我會是一個新的起點，拓寬了國際的視野，可能能讓我把眼界提高一個檔次吧。
It will help me to learn that music has dedication, and I have to be joyful about it, and I have to learn instrument with my heart.
因为他们给我的启发，而让我之后会更认真的去思考音乐它应该是怎样，以及我应该去怎样表现它。看到他们就会让我有更明确的想要努力的方向。